What is going on, guys? Welcome to Only Football, Monday Night Football, Raiders, Lions coming at you. Lions looking to bounce back after getting absolutely embarrassed in Baltimore last week. And for the Raiders, we're just looking for a reason. I'm not a Raiders fan, but Raiders fans are just looking for a reason to not want to fire Josh McDaniels. It's going to be a great night. I hope you guys watch it with us. All right, let's roll. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it. The Lions and Raiders getting ready to kick off today. The Lions favorited to win this one pretty big. It's not so much a close spread. I think a lot of people are expecting the Lions to absolutely destroy the Raiders. And there was some thinking that, hey, when it comes to betting and stuff, there's a lot of people that thought, hey, maybe the line will be the lines will be a little deflated because they got crushed by the Ravens. And unfortunately, the wise guys are smarter than that. And the Detroit Lions are 7-point favorites at home. Now, personally, I don't see that this game staying within 7. Now, for the Raiders, they get Jimmy Garoppolo back. I don't know how much of an improvement that is, but that is their starting quarterback. So maybe Devonte Adams gets a little more involved. Jacoby Myers has been very good, lately. Devonte Adams, been trying to get more touches and more looks. We'll see if Jimmy Garoppolo coming back, who he favorites out of those two weapons. And Josh Jacobs hasn't been the NFL leading rusher that he was last year. But I think if there's one guy I had to say anytime touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs is definitely going to get in. Montgomery's out again. Jahmyr Gibbs, he might even get a couple, to be completely honest. The Raiders' run defense isn't great, and I think the Lions' offensive line are going to dominate in the trenches tonight. So we're almost ready to go. I didn't see if they did the coin toss yet or not. Some things that I'm looking for tonight, at least personally, Detroit Lions to win by more than 7. Jared Goff over 262 passing yards. Jared Goff over 1.5 passing touchdowns, so we need those. Josh Jacobs over 22 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs over 25 receiving yards. Josh Reynolds over 35 receiving yards. Sam Laporta over 45.5 receiving yards. Jimmy Garoppolo under 1.5 touchdown passes. Jimmy Garoppolo under 256 yards passing. I do think this is a game where the defense can get right. The Lions are going to be at home. The crowd's going to be into it. I could see a scenario where I'm not saying that the Raiders are going to only score, one touchdown tonight, but I do think that it's going to come from Josh Jacobs, not the arm of Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, look, I have Devonte Adams in my fantasy football. I also have Sam Laporta, so I do want to see some of those touchdowns. So I did place another one where Jimmy Garoppolo and Jared Goff both go over 1.5 and over 256 passing yards. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It looks like they're about to start singing right now, so that means kickoff's right around the corner. The following presentation is brought to you by Only Football. And we got Edub in the chat. What's up, Edub? Said, "What's up, guys? Glad to have you in here. Let me know in the comment section who you're going for tonight. I understand if you don't have a dog in the fight. I don't. But who do you see winning this game? And if who you want to win is different than who you think will win, let me know that too. We got Chris Stapleton doing the most epic Monday Night Football countdown song that's ever been made. probably since 2010 Carrie Underwood on Sunday Night Football. That's got to be way up there. That brings so much nostalgia just hearing waiting all day for Sunday night. But it's Monday night, and there's no Carrie Underwood. Edub says Lions win by 2 points. So Edub actually predicting a close game. I don't know if you heard or not, but I was just talking about how I think the Lions are going to win this game by multiple scores. So we will see. We will see. I mean, the Lions are going to want to get right after what happened in Baltimore last week. And look, we saw the Ravens. I mean, they beat the Cardinals, but it was competitive. And I really think after watching the Arizona, game, I think Ravens had 21 points through 3 quarters. I really do believe that it was more a story of the Lions just not being prepared. I don't think it was that the Ravens, are that much better than the Lions. I think the Lions had a bad game. And I think had they not had a terrible game, maybe the Lions would be favored to win by 12 or 13. So I do think that loss brings down that number to 7. And I think that's a really good number to hop on. It is the NFL. Anything can happen on any night. Tonight, Josh McDaniels will try to get a win. He's got a 9-15 record as a Raiders head coach. That is really bad. Bronco fans have no room to really talk about bad records, but the expectations for Josh McDaniels, we can just officially say he has not met any of them as we get ready for this ball to be kicked off. And then 23-21. That's what Edub's going with. All right, this one's going to be taken out of the end zone, and he's going to get tackled down at the 21-yard line. Now, this Raiders team has been really feisty. They've played, really tough. Even week 1 beating the Denver Broncos on the road. The Raiders have been better on the road. They're 3-4, but last week just went so bad for the Raiders that we kind of all just forgot about them. But this is still a team that if they play their best football, they can, compete with anybody. Maybe not anybody, but they can compete. They can keep it competitive. Unlike the Bears game that we saw last night, the Raiders, I think, maybe can stay competitive. Ironically, though, the Bears are the team that beat the crap out of the Raiders last week, and they're the team that got exposed last night. So you just never know what's going to happen. But I'm just going to put all my money on the Lions bouncing back. They're wearing some old school helmets and all gray uniform. It looks awesome. We got Jared Goff in shotgun, and looks like this is going to go to Jahmyr Gibbs, and that's going to be tackled at the line. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 to get started here. Any victory versus Raiders helps Broncos, Chiefs for Darwin's sake, and Chargers for Lily's sake. Yeah, I'm not even mentally thinking about playoffs just because we beat the Chiefs. I need to, if they can go out of the bye week next week and beat the Bills, all right, we can start talking about that. But you're right. I will cheer for every other AFC West team to lose. Here we go. 3rd and 3, the opening drive. Got Laporta in motion, and it's going to go to Laporta, and that's going to be good for a first down. You'll love to see that. I got Sam Laporta on my fantasy team today. I got him over 50 receiving yards today. I'm hoping that he has himself a big game. He's a 2nd-round pick in last year's draft. Went to Iowa. Iowa's really great at developing tight ends. Noah Fant, TJ Hockenson, Sam Laporta. These are all really great tight ends. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 under center. He's going to hand this one off to Gibbs. Gibbs makes a cut and picks up 4, maybe 5 on first down. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. And is Crosby all right? A little slow to get up, it looked like. Jahmyr Gibbs, 12th pick in this year's draft out of Alabama, highest drafted Lions running back. That's crazy. And they're going to throw it to him right here and Jahmyr Gibbs is going to pick up enough for a first down. So here we go. Now the Lions are rolling. God, I freaking screwed up my my headset, and now it's all out of. I have to readjust it. All right, here we go. So the Lions officially move in Raiders territory almost. They're going to need about 7 yards to cross the 50, and they're going to fake the handoff here, and he's just going to throw it into the dirt. There was nobody over there. We'll see if they call intentional grounding. No one's talking about it. Okay, now Troy Aikman's talking about it. I'm like, dude, this is such a funny penalty. It's like you just never – there's no consistency with intentional grounding. There's no player in the vicinity. John Perry just came in and confirmed this was intentional grounding. So we were right. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation for Jared Goff. Goff looking. He's going to throw it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get to the 48-yard line and set up 3rd and 6. So Jahmyr Gibbs already playing a role in the passing game. I love to see that. I really saw. So I got Jahmyr Gibbs over 25.5 receiving yards. He's definitely going to get that, man. I got another one over 25.5. That's how much receiving yards they thought that he was going to have. 25.5. Are you kidding me? In what world? In what world would he only get 25? He's about to get that on the first drive. Jahmyr Gibbs is in motion. Now he's at the bottom of the screen in the slot, and it's going to go to him again. And Gibbs is going to go into Raiders territory and pick up the first down. This is a really great drive right now as we go under 11 minutes. And you love what you're seeing right now from Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator, probably going to be a head coach next year. Crosby, after he threw that, pushed him a little bit. That's kind of what Crosby's thing is. He's a little chippy like that. All right, under center. Now they're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up another gain of 4, maybe 5. This could be a breakout game for him. I mean, you can't really blame Detroit for riding with Montgomery after the Packers game on Thursday night. He had, I think, 3 touchdowns. You got to go with the hot hand, but because of the injury, Jahmyr Gibbs has been in the last 2 weeks. This might be his week where he can really get into a rhythm out here. He comes off the field for now. Reynolds checks in. Shotgun for Gibbs, for Goff. And they're going to hand it off here to Reynolds, and Reynolds takes it all the way down. Angry run. That is an angry run. That is an angry run. That was somebody that is really trying to capitalize on his few opportunities. And you love this run north-south. That's what my coach always told me. You don't want to go east-west. You want to go north-south. Reynolds took the ball, went straight upfield, and carved his way for 12 yards. So far, 5 rushes, 5 passes, really balanced. They're going to run it again. This one is going to pick up a couple, and I would assume Jahmyr Gibbs checks back into the game here potentially. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Dan Campbell looks mad. Not sure why. Lions offense this season runs the ball on 41% of plays. That's the highest in the NFL. So this Lions team not afraid to just impose their will, win in the trenches. They're more physical. This is kind of the MO, and there's going to be a timeout called by the Raiders. It's going to be the first timeout of the game here on the first drive. And I think the Raiders are just trying to regroup, man. They are literally getting ran down the field. I don't believe the Lions have had one negative play on this opening drive as they approach the red zone. Right now, I feel like the Lions are going to score on this opening drive. What the hell? The game right now says first quarter, 40 seconds, 39. That's impossible. We didn't watch the whole first quarter on this drive. Dude, there's a typo. If you guys are watching at home, look at your TVs. I'm taking a picture. There's no way. Okay, 8:37. That was, look. This is what it looked like on my screen. 27 seconds. I was like, no way. All right, here we go. Under center for Goff. He's going to hand this one off to Jahmyr Gibbs. And wow, Mason Crosby. He wraps him up right away. He came flying from the other side. That was a really good play right there by Crosby. And it looks like the timeout might have helped a little bit. That was just a really good play right there by Crosby. All right, 3rd and 8. Lions don't want to settle for a field goal. They've taken half the first quarter. Here we go. They're going to take a shot downfield. Intended for Laporta. It's going to be incomplete. Damn. Field goal unit runs on the field, and the Raiders, that really pisses you off. I mean, because look, it's one thing to, have like in the Bears game yesterday, the first play of the game was a big explosive play. And, that was kind of the end of the drive. But when you drive down the field on that long of a drive and settle for 3, just kind of feels like, you've been making moves on some chick all night. And then, maybe I'll let you fill in the blank. You get what I'm saying. So it's going to be 3-0. It's E-Dub in the chat says, it's rainy and wet back in my area. What area are we talking about, E-Dub? What area are we talking about? Let's go ahead and let's throw this, let's see. Follow us. That'll work. Get a ticker going here. And I'm going to create one. So we got our first score, Lions 3, Raiders nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Lions 3, Raiders, goose egg. Let's keep that rolling. Raiders. Why does it look funny? It looks like I misspelled it, but I didn't. Oh, maybe because it's in all caps. All right, so on that first drive, let's see what we're working with over here. All right. Southeast Pennsylvania, Greater Philadelphia area, Delaware County. Oh man, 3-0. I'll take it. Yeah. I was just talking about trying to get over to Pennsylvania. I want to go to an Eagles game, man. I want to eat a Philly cheesesteak. I want to experience that part of the country. I really do. So kind of bummed out, to be honest, that they took that much time off the clock to get a freaking field goal. So much so where I think I might mess around and no, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to say you might want to take the under in this one and take the Raiders to spread, just like a save my ass bet. This would be a save my ass bet. $5 pays out 10. That would pay for all the other bets. I'm gonna hold off. I still think that this game could easily go over 40 points. We got Walt Anderson joining us from New York to talk about something. Let's take a listen. Okay, so they're saying it was properly not called intentional grounding because it was intended for Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs was closer to the play than it looked like in real time. So if any Raiders fans feel like they got screwed on that, maybe you feel like you still got screwed, maybe you don't. But New York says it was clean, good no call on the intentional grounding. This is going to be a touchback for the Raiders, and they will set up shop with Jimmy Garoppolo back in the mix at the 25-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo on Monday Night Football is 5-1. So as much as we're talking about the Lions are going to, have a big bounce back game, Jimmy's won 4 straight on Monday Night Football. Just something to keep in mind. I don't see that being much of a factor. There's so many variables and stuff like that, who you play, time of the year. I just think this Lions team is really complete. But I want Devonte Adams to go off. All right, they fake the handoff. They're going to throw it here on the first play and throw it to Jacobs, who is going to pick up a first down, but there is a flag on the play. Right where the blocking was set up, there is some laundry. It's going to be in the area of holding. We'll see who it's on. It might be on Adams or Jacoby Myers. No foul. No foul. The crowd doesn't like it, but there is no foul on the play there. All right. Wow, that was really good because Jacobs actually fell down in the middle of that play, was able to get back up, turn around, catch the ball, and then run for 12 yards. So here we go. All right, so we got Adams in motion to the top of the screen, pressure coming in, and he has to throw it to Josh Jacobs, and he ends up dropping the ball there. I think Jimmy felt some pressure that was there that really wasn't there as much as he was feeling it, if you get what I'm saying. E-Dub said, Eagles are just one ugly Jets loss shy of being the only current unbeaten team in the NFL. Very, very true. And then says, to Raiders Nation, I say trick or treat. And we'll see what happens here on 2nd and 10. It's going to hand it off to Jacobs, who makes a really impressive cut. But the Lions are there to eat it up, man. 3rd and 10 coming up. And Jacobs running off the field. I don't see Josh Jacobs I don't see them being able to run the football over the Lions. I don't. But they're trying to commit to it. It hasn't worked so far. Well, that was their first running play. But 3rd and 10 coming up. Shotgun for Jimmy G. Looking. They're trying to bring some pressure. He rolls out, buys a little time, trying to use his leg, puts his shoulder down, and he's going to be tackled short. Looks like he's going to be 2 yards short right there. So with 6:22 left in the first, the punter is going to have to come out in the field. Thank you for the Raiders. And that's a pretty good response right there for the Lions. Only getting the 3 points, but then your defense comes out and reminds everybody that they're nasty. Man. Jimmy put his shoulder down right there. He really wanted that. Unfortunately, he's not going to get it. So the punter is going to do what punters do and punt it. And the fair catch is going to be called at the 10.5-yard line. So it's going to be 89.5 yards. D, Lions pride. Raiders fans are awesome, though. Very passionate and driven. Lions fans are similar, just without all the success, drama, and relevance. Disappointment, yes, but a model of consistency, no. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't like Raiders fans. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't vibe with Raiders fans. But the Lions fans, I actually do appreciate, because the Raiders haven't really had success when you think about it. Like, yeah, they've made it to the playoffs a couple times. I mean, in comparison to the Lions, they've had success, but they're not a successful franchise. They're not the Steelers, Packers, Broncos, Ravens, 49ers. I mean, I know Denver hasn't been that great lately, but up until like 3 years ago, Denver had more Super Bowl appearances than losing seasons. Most of that happened under Pat Bowlen. And the Raiders have always kind of been the skid mark of the AFC West. Even the Chargers always had, Philip Rivers and LaDainian Tomlinson. And man, LT, I remember that year that I think it was 2008 where he broke the rushing touchdown record. I think he had like 18 rushing no, how much was it? I think it might have been 18 or 17. Let's see, LaDainian Tomlinson rushing TD record. So he's got 145 career rushing touchdowns, which ranks second in the NFL record book. Wow. I guess I got to write single season. Single season. He had 28. 28. I believe those were all purpose because they were using him. They were using, 3 receiving touchdowns. So, no, it was 28 rushing touchdowns. I thought it was 28. 28 or 27, but then I thought that was too much, so I said 17 or 18. So yeah, that's a pretty damn good season. See how the Lions come out and respond. I want Samuel Porta involved. I want to see the ball downfield a little more. It's really cool that they can, take 8 minutes, but I want to see a little more explosiveness here from the Lions. Under center, it's going to be a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to run the football for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. All right. So far, Jahmyr Gibbs has 20 receiving yards. 18 rushing yards. Now they're going to throw it. That's going to be completed. Oh, my God, the football came out. And the Raiders have it. Raiders ball. Raiders take over after Reynolds fumbles the ball. And that absolutely can't happen. Wow. And we'll see if the Lions defense can come up, and let's make sure that he had control over it. It's a turnover, so it's going to be reviewed. And Reynolds, man, he is beside himself right now. Beside himself. He is really upset about that. Masterson is the linebacker number 59 that is able to get on the ball. And Reynolds taking a seat on the bench, tablets being passed around, and Jimmy Garoppolo comes up now about 6 yards away from the red zone. All right, Jimmy looking and throwing downfield. The Lions pick it off. He's going to take this one out. It might have been a gamble. Two turnovers. My audio cut out for a second. 2 turnovers back to back. We got Steve in the chat. Konnichiwa. Glad to have you in, Steve. Can't believe that, man. That was a bad turnover. I mean, Ida, that says it all. I mean, it was like you're 6 yards away from the red zone. Your defense came up with a stop. You're on the road. You're trying to get something going, and that ball was just like he floated it up there, but there was nothing there. I don't even. There was double coverage. I don't know if the safety was lurking, and as soon as Jimmy pulled the trigger, he sprinted out. Maybe he was showing like he's playing middle of the field, but I would have to look at the replay. But I'm telling you, it didn't look good. It did not look good. And Jimmy Garoppolo is coming back from injury. So how much of this is just rust? You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't. I think because he played with Josh McDaniels so long in New England, I don't really think the whole coaching continuity thing that's there. So I do think this might just be literal football rust from not playing. Not so much, that he's new into the Raiders and he didn't play that much. But there is some of that too, because a lot of those kind of throws that has to do with being on the same page as your receiver. And, I'll be curious to see this replay to see, what angle this is, because if it's just a bad throw by Jimmy, we're not really accustomed to that. Jimmy's good at protecting the football. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. He doesn't have a cannon. But one thing he does is he manages football games and he doesn't make mistakes. And it's a really hard league. So, to have success doing that, you have to be, a pretty good quarterback. So that was just a little uncharacteristic of him. And here we go. We're looking at the replay now. So it was Devonte Adams running an out and up. Yeah, he was doubled the whole time. Garoppolo could have thrown that deeper, and potentially it could have been, but it was underthrown anyway. Fakes it to Gibbs, throws it to LaPorta. He's going to get a gain of 1 on the catch. So second, they're going to say 2nd and 10. I thought he got at least 1. All right, they're going to say he didn't get 1 yard. He clearly got at least 1 yard. This production crew's been kind of ass today with the clock, and you're going to say 1st and 10. That's crazy. All right, Goff going to throw it again, stands up into the pocket, tries to throw it, gets hit. So now 3rd and 10 coming up again. And this is going to be this will be an interesting ball game. I think I'm going to put in a side bet for Josh Jacobs. I'm going to say who's going to get a touchdown. I'm going to go Josh Jacobs, and I'm going to take the Raiders to cover and the under. Now, this is what I call a just-in-case bet. This is a just-in-case bet, which means if things don't go well, I got my ass covered on that one. Goff throwing on 3rd down, and where was that ball even thrown to? That's why I just took the under and the Raiders to cover, because as much as this I believe in this Lions offense, they're not making the most of their opportunities, and right there, 3 and out. All right, so the Raiders are going to get the ball back here. A high punt, and it's going to be fair caught at the 41-yard line. All right, so the Raiders coming back out on the field. Short-term memory for Jimmy Garoppolo. Liam. Whoa, we got some comments to get to real quick. Steve said, did you hear about the Broncos playing Swift after they won the game in the stadium? I did hear about that, and I made a short on it. So check out the YouTube short that I posted on our page, Star 6 Media. I made a short explaining all of my emotions with some cool stuff about Taylor Swift being played. The Lions know Devonte Adams all too well. Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, this Lions team is so young, though. The trade now 2 years ago. But I get what you're saying. At least from a coaching standpoint, they probably understand how he operates. And Liam saying what's up. And then Edub said Lions host Broncos later in the season, I believe, too. They do. The Broncos playing the AFC or the NFC North today or this year. I think they play the Packers and the Bears, and they're 2-0 against the NFC North. So hopefully we can keep that rolling. The Lions is probably going to be the hardest game. Unfortunately, Kirk Cousins out for the season with his injury, so that's really unfortunate. So really, the Lions game is going to probably be the toughest one, and I could see a scenario where maybe Denver. I don't know if they're going to be in the hunt later. I could see a scenario where they're in the hunt but don't make it, kind of a thing. Because right now they're feeling really good about themselves, and if they can beat Buffalo on Monday night, not next week but the week after, they're going into a bye week. So they're going to have extra time to prepare for Buffalo. If they can win that game on the road, all of a sudden this team has some real belief, not just like a fluke belief, but they're riding a 3-game winning streak, including wins over the Chiefs and Bills. Never say never. Never say never. Remember, the Lions last year started the season like 1-7, 1-6, and ended up there was a scenario where they could have made the playoffs had the Seahawks lost, and they beat the Packers, but the Seahawks won, so Seattle got in. But there's statistically there will be a season or a team that is going to start really bad and get it together. Normally there's one team, and I think there's a lot of franchises hoping that they're that team. All right, they're going to pitch it here to Jacobs on first down, and Jacobs picks up 5. Solid run right there as we go under 3:40 in the first quarter. All right, 2nd and 5 coming up. Under center, Jimmy is going to hand it off to Jacobs again. Jacobs is going to pick up 4. And you know that the Raiders were going to stay committed to running the football. You're playing the Lions. You got a strong running back. They're going to give it to him here again. And this time he's not going to get the 1 yard. It was 3rd and 1. They hurried up to the line thinking they could just give it back to Jacobs. And we'll see what Josh McDaniels decides to do here. His defense is playing pretty good right now, so it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 2. They're right at midfield. They're still in their own territory. They're on the 49, so haven't crossed midfield yet. Here we go. 4th and 2. Maybe they're just trying to get him to jump off sides. We'll see if they snap it here. The ball is snapped. Jimmy looking, rolling out now, looking, throwing deep downfield, and Hunter Renfrow just fell. Hunter Renfrow just fell, and there's been a lot of gossip in the last couple days about Hunter Renfrow and how he just wants to contribute to a team, even if it's not the Raiders. Josh McDaniels addressed it, saying that he's like on our team, blah blah blah. But there's been some stuff going on there. Let's take a look at this. So Renfrow, he's just trying to get in some space, and 23 hits him, and he kind of fell down. All right, so the Lions take over now in Raiders territory, and they're going to fake the handoff and throw it here. And St. Brown picks up 13 yards. They just faked the handoff, threw it. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Come on. That play happened in half a second. How can you even hold that quick? That ball got out of his hand in 1 second. You're telling me there was a holding that quick? That's crazy. No foul. Okay. Calvin Johnson and Herman Moore were crazy good. It seems as Jared Goff has gotten more experience, he's gotten better with all kinds of plays and checkdowns, had zero idea what Jimmy G and the Raiders were trying to do. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think Jared Goff is quietly becoming a top 10 quarterback. Statistically last year, he was much better than people are willing to give him credit for, but he's got to play good on prime time to get those narratives to change. And Goff throwing it down the middle of the field. And if you guys could, if there's like a big play or an update that happens, I'm okay if you guys put it in the comments, but try to wait until I get to it. Once I say it, then post it, because if you tell me first, then it messes it up. And they're going to run it here down to almost to the 20. Gibbs felt like if he stayed on his feet, he could have gotten a little bit more. Good run. Something left to be desired is the vibe I'm getting from him. And 1 yard away from the red zone. Jared Goff tonight, 8 for 12, 59 yards. He's going to be under center here, and it's going to be a handoff, and he's going to get stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. Raiders playing pretty good defense to start this game. All right, so they're going to huddle up right here. 20 seconds left on the play clock, 40 seconds left on the game clock. And shotgun formation. 2nd and 11. Let's see if they go with a draw here. No, they're going to pass it. A quick throw, and it's going to be incomplete. Reynolds, man, should have caught the ball. He's the guy that fumbled the ball on the second drive, so he's he's just not having a great day so far. I'm trying to look at the replay right here. So they send him in motion, and they're trying to throw it to him right away, and he just drops the ball. He just completely dropped it. There's no reason. I don't know why he's catching it like this. You're a wide receiver. Grab the ball with your hands, not your body. All right. And Goff looking, throwing, caught. This is going to be good for a first down. And is that St. Brown? Max Crosby was in the face of Jared Goff at the throw. And that might be the last play of the first quarter. All right, that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Lions 3, Raiders 0. Jimmy Garoppolo and Jared Goff, no touchdowns scored in the first quarter. Josh Jacobs, 8 rushing yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 25 rushing yards. Josh Jacobs has 12 receiving yards, and Jahmyr Gibbs is over 20 receiving yards. Jamison Williams, haven't had his name called yet today, and Michael Mayer for the Raiders has not had a catch today. See. All right. Feeling pretty good about this so far. And Edub said, other than Jalen Hurts, I would say Goff, Dak, and Derek Carr, when he's on, are among the very best. Ooh. Yeah, I've never known how to feel about, the way I've looked at Jared Goff, or not Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, is very much in a line with how I looked at Jay Cutler. It was like, yes, he's a good quarterback, and when he's good, he can be good, but very inconsistent. And with the defense Dallas has, if he was elite, he should have at least gone to a Super Bowl. And excuse me while I try to stuff my face. Let's take a look here. This is a huge night for my fantasy football team. Devonte Adams right now with 0 points at the end of one quarter, no catches. And right now, the guy I'm playing, he's done. He got 111.9 points. Meanwhile, I have 91, so I need some points. All right. Goff sending him in motion. They're going to hand the football off, and that's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal. They're going to pitch it here. This is Gibbs. There is a flag. There is a flag down. Oh, it's going to be holding. It's going to be holding. It's going to be holding, which means it's coming back. Ooh. I got to open the door for my dog. 1 second, guys. All right. And they're going to hand it off here. And the Raiders' defense has been solid. It's going to be 3rd and goal. That one gets wrapped up, not going anywhere. Dan Campbell can appreciate it. He's not happy about it, but he can appreciate it. Russell Wilson was once among the upper. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Brock Purdy's also terrific. He's just going through some adversity, and Geno Smith is okay. Yeah, I believe in Brock, man. 3rd and goal, some motion here, a quick throw here to Reynolds. The screen set up pretty nice, and it doesn't matter because they're going to have to kick a field goal. Wow, the crowd is really wanting the Lions to go for it here. And Dan Campbell agrees. Wow, you love that, right? You love a coach that is in tune with his fan base. Look, this isn't a good place to go for it. I'm just going to be honest. It's from the 8-yard line. They're trying to get him to jump, that's all. And they'll call timeout. Oh, take the delay game, I guess. All right. Really surprised by the Raiders defensively. Riley Patterson, kick is up and good. So 6-0. And it'll be 6-0. 6-0 here in the tough city. Ford Field, Detroit, D-Town, 8 Mile. You get what I'm saying. Surprised that we don't have a touchdown in the game yet, to be totally honest. Try to finish this before the the commercial. All right. Wow, we're getting Christmas commercials already. That's a little early for that. But is it? You know, I was thinking it makes sense to buy your Christmas presents throughout the year. Like if you get one present per month, you know, now you have 12 gifts to give to people without feeling like, oh, I have to spend all this money in December. All right. So I would say the biggest surprise so far in this game is the Raiders and how they're playing defensively. Really stopping the run. Just playing really physical. They're making their tackles. I mean, they showed up. They showed up today. You missed, didn't you? I did. You saw that. Mile High steak and burgers, I imagine, super good. Always. So here we go. Devonte Adams, in his first 9 seasons, had 769 receptions, 87 receiving touchdowns. The only other players to do that in the first 9 seasons, Jerry Rice, Marvin Harrison, and Calvin Johnson. So that's about the best company you can have at the position. They're going to be looking to get him involved. All right, under center for Garoppolo. He's going to hand the football off here and pick up about 4. So maybe 3. Hutchinson there on the tackle. Let's see if Devonte Adams gets involved here. Jacoby Myers. I mean, they have weapons. They really do. Jimmy Garoppolo, Devonte Adams, Jacoby Myers, Josh Jacobs, like Hunter Renfrow. It's just a matter of it all kind of, you know, coming together. And Devonte Adams just hasn't been used the way he needs to be in the last couple weeks. Oh, tipped. It was intended for Adams. They were targeting. It was targeted for Adams, but the ball actually got tipped there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Lions are definitely carnivores. Yeah, and so is Dan Campbell. He only eats kneecaps. All right, 3rd and 6, shotgun formation. Renfrow coming in motion, and Garoppolo looking. Oh, and it was dropped by Hunter Renfrow. He went in motion. He ran a quick slant. It looked like Garoppolo placed the ball perfectly. He had it in his hands initially. I don't know if it got batted out of his hand or if just falling to the ground made him drop it. He almost fell, actually. He slipped on the cut, but he was able to reestablish himself, and I think it was just too much that happened too quick. It was like he tripped, he got back up, and the ball was already kind of going through his hands. So they're going to have to punt the ball back to the Lions. So this Lions defense doing a great job so far. And And yeah, man, the Raiders got to, the offensive coordinator just came over and gave some knuckles to Devonte Adams, trying to keep his spirits high. I mean, it's got to be frustrating to be in your prime and, playing for a team like the Raiders after playing with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay for so long. You just kind of get used to always having, a lot of targets, always having big games, always winning. And all that is kind of being tested right now. And some people can't handle any adversity. As soon as there's adversity, they fold, and you really get to know what somebody's made of. Like, as much as I hate seeing someone's prime wasted, it does show a lot of character to be able to, keep showing up, and not give up and not quit. And that's one thing I really like about, Devonte Adams and this type of receivers that, just don't make it all about them, because it's tough, man. It's tough. Imagine being the best player at your position in the entire world, and you get 0 catches in the first half. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. But I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't want to say he's been playing bad, but it seems like both offenses are just missing the explosiveness. Now, the Raiders are defensively playing pretty well right now, so I'll give them that. Let me see. This is what I was looking at. So, opponent passing yards per game, okay? The Lions are ranked 23rd, giving up around 240 passing yards per game. For the Raiders, Las Vegas. Where's Las Vegas? Oh, the Raiders are 7. The Raiders have the 7th best passing defense in the league right now. Whoa. I did not think that they were doing that well. Goff, 10 for 15 tonight. He's going to throw it here, and he gets it off, and this one is going to be completed and down the sideline, all the way down to I think he's in the red zone. I didn't see where he went out, but he's on they just moved all the way down the field. A 44-yard reception to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you had off the to the bottom of the screen, you had off the edge pressure coming in. Goff does a good job of very fastly locating where to go with the ball and delivering a strike. St. Brown does the rest with his legs. So 30 at the 34-yard line. Oh, my goodness. He gets blown up by Max Crosby. Oh, my goodness. He got absolutely blasted. His helmet came off. Wow. Hey, isn't that helmet to helmet? Isn't that literally the definition of helmet to helmet? I'm pretty sure that's helmet to helmet. It has been for most of the season so far. All right, let's see if they can overcome. Goff looking, firing, completed, and now they're in the red zone. St. Brown again. There's a flag down on the play. Crosby saying it's on the Lions. The Lions are saying it's on the Raiders. Let's see what the refs are saying. It's against the Raiders. So the Lions move into the red zone. Illegal contact, and the penalty is going to be declined because of the big play. And here we are under 10 minutes now. The Lions finally getting the explosive going. Good job for the Raiders. going this far into the game and really holding this Lions defense to minimal gains. And it seems like Ben Johnson and the Lions are finally starting to open things up here. All right, Goff's going to throw it again. Fires it. And that's Laporta, and it's going to be caught all the way down to the 9-yard line. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I love this. I love this. Love this drive. Everything I'm seeing from the Lions offensively right now is pretty awesome. All right, so here we go. Lions. What do? They're going to throw it here. And St. Brown is going to lose like 5 yards. Yikes. It was 2nd and 1. And they tried to get Amon-Ra St. Brown with the ball in space. But really, they should have just, probably ran it. It's 1 yard. Maybe ran it with Jahmyr Gibbs. But, they've done that. They've done that, I think, their last series on 3rd and 1, and they got stuffed. So the Lions, they're a trenches team. They can't get discouraged because, a couple of drives. They gotta commit. They're gonna have to throw it here on 3rd and 9. Goff looking, firing, incomplete. And it looks like the ball's gonna be batted down. And they're gonna have to kick another field goal. So the Raiders keeping their team in this ball game. Wow. All right, so that was number 69. And Riley Patterson's 2 for 2 today. He's made one from 44 and 31. This is going to be another chip shot. And frustration, starting to feel it from the Lions side, you can tell. Snap, hold, kick, and it's going to be 9-0. 9-0 now. There we go. And we got some comments to get to right here. E-Dub said, do Bronco fans ever still bring up Tim Tebow or Brock Osweiler? Well, my brother went to the same high school as Tim Tebow, so I always, I've always kind of liked Tim Tebow, even before he went to UF. He used to come do these little speeches and stuff at our Ponte Vedra Pop Warner League. I got to meet him a couple times when he was the quarterback in high school. So I don't know if other Bronco fans talk about him, but I definitely talk about him all the time. That was one of the most fun years of being a Broncos fan was Tebow time. We were 1-4. We took out Kyle Orton. We had nothing to lose, and Tebow just kept finding these insane ways of winning in the fourth quarter. And, as a Broncos fan, it was a lot of fun to watch. It was a lot of fun. And then Peyton Manning, definitely all-time great. No question. And then talking a little bit about some Madden, 97, 98, Madden 03. It got to a point where all the Maddens just kind of felt the same. I don't really know if there's like a Madden that stands out. I'll tell you what game does stand out is 2K5 with T.O. on the cover. And by the way, 2K5 was so good that ESPN EA Sports bought it so that they wouldn't do that anymore. So, and E-Dub says it, another field goal. So now it's 9-0. The Lions doing a really good job of getting down the field, but the Raiders doing a good job of standing up in the red zone, playing good red zone defense. You got to like what you're seeing from Josh McDaniels' team, the fight that they have right now. I mean, they're one game away from being 500. You knew they weren't going to just come in here and, get absolutely demolished. But at the same time, the Lions coming off an embarrassing win in Baltimore last week. This was supposed to be, hey, let's feel good again. Let's get that taste out of our mouth. And so far, They're only able to kick field goals, and I don't think that really gets the taste out of your mouth. But, hey, a lead is a lead. It's 9-0. The spread was at 7. So the line's covering, whether it's coming from field goals or not. They got a 9-point lead. So they kick it off here. It's going to be a touchback for the Raiders. And the Raiders are going to come out on the field. And good job by the Lions defense as well. Like, Lions defense has been playing really, really well. And they've been doing a good job of stopping the run as well. And let's see, rushing defense. All right, so here we go. First down for Jimmy Garoppolo under center. He's going to fake the handoff and get rid of it right away. And he finds his tight end. Was that Mayer? I think that was Mayer. It might have been they got a 2 tight end thing going. They've been rolling with it. They got 81 and 87. Not sure which one is which. Yeah, I guess they're not going to tell me either. All right, 2nd and 2, under center this time. It's going to be a handoff. And Jacobs with a strong cutback and a gain of 10. And Jacobs is running hard right now. Downfield, very physical. He was going, he was trying to run that ball to the right. There was absolutely nothing going, but his instincts immediately to plant his leg and cut it back into the middle gave him about 8 more yards. So great run right there by Jacobs. He might be getting in a little bit of a rhythm here. See if they go back to him 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it to him. And this time he runs inside and picks up around 4 yards. And his cleat came out. He was down on a knee. There's a flag down now. That's a little late. We'll see what the flag is here. Ooh, personal foul, low block on Jerry Jacobs. Let's see if they can show the replay here. I haven't even heard that penalty before. Let's see. Oh, because he hit him at his knee. Oh, okay. Outside the tackle box, you can't take on a defender the way he did. All right, 1st and 10. Garoppolo's going to throw it this time. Sets up screen. It's going to be caught, and that was Cooper. So Cooper is number 81, I believe, unless he said Hooper. So the Raiders now finally getting something going here. Down in Lions territory now. They've crossed midfield. 65 yards so far in the first half for the Raiders. And they're going to hand it off here on 1st down. And Jacobs with a powerful run. That's going to be good for 7 yards. And, this is kind of like, fighting fire with fire. The Lions are really good in the trenches. They're really good running the football. They run more than any team in the red zone. And as much as, it might be tempting to try to get Devonte Adams involved, the running game's working right now. And it looks like the Raiders are committing to it on this drive. 2nd and 3. They're going to run it again. And Jacobs this time picks up 5 or 6 first down. So right now the Raiders just going downfield. And Josh Jacobs taking all of these carries. Josh Jacobs has 38, I think it's at 38 rush yards. All right, 1st and 10. Let's see if they just keep going back to him at some point. Yeah, they're going to hand it off to him again, and Jacobs picks up 6 yards. So Jacobs literally is taking this team all the way downfield on his back. It's funny seeing Jacobs wear number 8. It's still, I guess I'm kind of used to it now, but wow. Jacobs is going to just, I mean, do you just keep giving it to him? Like, this guy's getting 6 yards a carry. All right. And they give it back to Jacobs, and Jacobs picks up 3. So now it's going to be 3rd and 1. I guess, the Raiders probably feeling a little bit like, hey, he looks like he's in a little bit of pain. Let's see what it is. Hopefully he's all right. 3rd and 1, you would like to see him in the game on a 3rd and 1, but I mean, he just took the team all the way downfield. And they're going to do a QB sneak with Garoppolo, and Garoppolo is going to get plenty. So now it's going to be from the 3-yard line, and Jacobs coming back into the game. Jacobs coming back into the game. So thought for a second maybe he was banged up on that last play, but back into the game, I think he was just out of breath. All right. Garoppolo coming up to the line, pointing out his protection. Shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs. Touchdown. And Jacobs scores. And you knew he had to, right? I mean, he took this team all the way down the field, literally on his back. And this Lions defense, normally not bad at stopping the run. Detroit's number 2 in the NFL against the run. So this is not just any old team. This is that meant something to have that kind of success on that drive against Detroit. The only team better in the NFL is Philly. So, wow, what a drive by the Raiders. What a statement. We're running it. We're running it. We know we're running it, but you can't stop it. That's normally what the Lions do to other people. The Raiders just did it to the Lions. There's still, I think there's about 4 minutes or maybe even 3 minutes. There's going to be time for the Lions to respond. Yeah, 2:56. I believe the Lions have all 3 timeouts because the Raiders were the only one that called the timeout. So, great start to this game, man. We got a close ball game. And game's been a little more low scoring than I thought it would be, to be completely honest. 9-7, which means I got to update the ticker. We got ourselves a 2-point ball game, and see if they make any adjustments at halftime as far as stopping this Lions running attack, because that looked like the real deal on that last drive. That was the Raiders pretty much doing whatever they wanted right there. Still no catches for Devonte Adams, so I don't even know what to do with that because I really needed him to go off for my fantasy football. So I'm kind of bummed out about that, to be totally honest. I'm losing, you know what I mean? I need this win to get back to 500, and I'm not going to do it unless Devonte Adams gets involved in this game. Jared Goff has 154 passing yards in the first half so far. Josh Jacobs, 12 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs has 20 receiving yards. Reynolds has 13 receiving yards. Laporta has 15 receiving yards. What's really crazy is Jimmy Garoppolo only has 31 passing yards in this game so far. That's crazy. Man, Devonte Adams, 0 catches, 0 yards. Jacoby Myers, 0 catches, 0 yards. There's nothing going right now. Oh, a pop-up kick. It's going to be returned, and he's going to get laid out on the 20-yard line. Two, three, four, five. All right, here we go. Under center is Jared Goff. 2 minutes and 52 seconds, 3 timeouts to try to get downfield. They're going to hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to go down a gain of nothing. And Crosby has something to shout at him while he tackles him too. Man, Crosby's one of the best in the league. 341 more edge snaps than any other player the last 3 seasons. Wow. All right, Goff going to throw it here. Steps up into the pocket. What a play. What a catch. What a throw. That time it's Williams. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. What a play right there. That was amazing. That was a really good play. That was Jameson Williams, who had 16 yards on the reception. 2 minutes left in the first half. Let's see if the Lions can drive down and get a touchdown. I think right now the Lions are probably tired of field goals. Steve said, I love the original Maddens from 92 and 93, especially the championship edition during that era. I think the championship edition. That was that? No, I'm thinking of, I think 99 was the John Madden one where he was on the, no, John Madden used to be on, I remember from Nintendo 64, it was always John Madden. I think the first time they put a player on the cover, I believe it was the year 2000, which I think it was Ray Lewis. I think it was Ray Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. Man, that was a really good play, man. There was some pressure coming in. Goff delivered a total strike, threw a bunch of coverage, great catch. And we talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta, and there's, Jameson Williams is a very highly drafted wide receiver. There's just so much talent to go around, and when this offense gets rolling, man, they're really rolling. So far, if you're a Raiders fan, you got to be impressed with how your team's played this so far. 3 red zone trips, I believe, no touchdowns yet, and now the 2-minute warning is about to be over, and I think the Lions still have all 3 timeouts. So, I mentioned it right when we took the break, but they're tired of field goals, man. They want touchdowns. And we'll see if they can get one. At least one. You go to the half at 16-7, it feels a lot different than, 12-7. Trade deadline is tomorrow. Why do they keep showing Derrick Henry? They literally said he's not being traded They just keep showing him. So dumb. It's like, let it go. They said they're not trading him. Move on. Find a different player. Ooh, he's going to do a quick screen here. And here goes Jahmyr Gibbs all the way into Raiders territory, all the way to the 40. What a play right there by Gibbs. He caught the ball. It looked like he might get tackled right away. The pressure was coming in. He just threw this ball to escape, and Gibbs does the rest, man. He made 3 Raiders miss and totally reverse field, able to get out of bounds as well to stop the clock at 1:51 in Raiders territory. All right. It's going to be a handoff to Gibbs, and face mask. He's able to pick up 13 yards. They grabbed him by his face mask, and that's going to give him 15 more yards. Oh, they're saying it was his nameplate, not his face mask. It looked like a face mask. The refs are talking about it right now. The booth already saw the replay. What the hell is a nameplate? Oh, there's fouls on both teams. They're going to call holding. They're going to call a horse collar tackle. They're going to call holding. So this one is just going to be offsetting and return to first down. Let's see where that holding was. All right. Shotgun here. 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs again, and Gibbs is able to pick up 7. And Gibbs doing a good job running the football. Uh-oh. We got a Raider down. And then Steve said, yes, Madden was on the cover through the early years. Championship Edition had a gold-colored outline instead of the blue. Was only available at Blockbuster. Was able to buy mine from a friend there. That's awesome. And then E-Dub. These live streams amongst the 3 or 4 channels that are easily among my favorite. Take it as a tremendous compliment. Absolutely appreciate that, E-Dub. If you guys are tuning in, if you guys could hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying it. We really appreciate you guys being here, and appreciate the compliment, E-Dub. I'm glad that you're having a good time. We'll see what the injury is. I didn't get a look at which player it was. I think it was a linebacker. And yeah, it was Masterson, Luke Masterson, who goes into the blue tent immediately. So the blue tent has made its debut. And Goff looking, firing, caught. St. Brown, that's going to be a first down on 2nd and 3, probably a gain of 5 or 6. And the Lions hurry up and get back to the line. They're already reset. And they're going to hand it off here, and that's only going to go for a gain of 1. And we are under 1 minute. So either call a timeout or hurry up. Come on, let's go. You got 3 timeouts, man. You literally just took 20 seconds off the clock to get set. We're at 45 seconds now. All right, they're going to throw it to Laporta, and Laporta wisely gets out of bounds and stops the clock at 39 seconds. I just think you got to call that timeout. You run the football, you only get 2 yards. Just call that timeout. If you would have called that timeout right now, there would be about 59 seconds. That's a 20-second difference. You only have 39 seconds, and you have 3 timeouts. I don't understand why you would. I don't understand why they went to called it after the run play only went for 2 yards. All right. So here they go, 26-yard line, and now a timeout's going to be called by the Raiders. And Edub said, after a rough early part of the day, I feel very much at home here. Darwin agrees. And, you know, I'm really glad that you guys say that because, you know, the last 4 days have been, you know, really, really difficult. And maybe, you know, we'll talk about it, you know, at a different moment. But, you know, I really enjoyed that I had this channel, you know what I mean, to kind of come back to. And if we can be that for other people, that's even better. And then Steve said, what if we don't like it? Asking for a friend. If you don't like it anyway. All right, no running back in the backfield. Goff looking, throwing, caught. And that's Sam Laporta. You're going to burn the timeout now, of course. Timeout, dude. Dan Campbell's literally screaming for the timeout. I'm like, why aren't they calling it? And then they pan the camera to Dan Campbell, and he's been trying to call it for 3 seconds, and the ref's just like, oh, okay. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. Man, yeah. All right, so they put 2 seconds back on the clock, 31 seconds. Laporta's got 5 catches for 26 yards. Unfortunately, for the Raiders, they got their linebacker going to the locker room. They're going to throw it here. Quick. Laporta, touchdown! And the Lions score. The Lions get on the board with 27 seconds left. There you go. There you go. Wow. Look at this. This is going pretty well right now. The only thing is Devonte Adams and Jacoby Myers, man, they haven't had anything going their way. Offensively, they haven't been able to throw the football at all. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's got, how many passing yards does he have right now? He's got 31 passing yards, which is crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. We'll see if they have more luck in the second half throwing the football. I think it'll help that the Lions scored here. Hopefully that puts some pressure on the Raiders. They got 27 seconds, no timeouts. It's probably going to be a second half thing, but Jahmyr Gibbs, no touchdowns yet. I wonder how aggressive Josh McDaniels is going to be in this situation. With 27 seconds, we'll see this ball is going to be kicked. I wonder if they'll do a squib. And they're just going to kick this one into the back of the end zone. Smart decision right there for the Lions. So it's going to be 16-7. Jared Goff, 20 for 26, 225 yards, 1 touchdown. St. Brown, 5 receptions, 94 yards. It didn't look like Jared Goff had that great of a first half, but we'll see what they do here. They're going to hand it off here to, and the Raiders are just going to run this clock out. And that's going to be it. No one's going to call a timeout. That's going to be the end of the first half. The Lions have came out of their shell on their very last drive, able to get a touchdown. The Raiders will receive, I believe. I believe the Raiders started with the football. And my fantasy football team finally is doing all right. I mean, I still got nothing from Devonte Adams, but that helps a little bit. So we are going into halftime. And I'm going to do, call it D for the P. D for the P. And I will be back in 1 second, but I'm not going to leave you guys in the silence. No. I'm going to leave you guys daydreaming. All right. All right, welcome back. All right, so we're still talking about Derrick Henry being traded. It's not going to happen. Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles. He's going to miss the rest of the season. Super unfortunate for him. Jeez, is that fan freezing? It got cold here. I don't know if it got cold in Pennsylvania where you're at, Eda, but it got cold in Tennessee. It is cold. I'm going to close my window. Jeez. All right. Steve, about time. I was waiting for you to get back so I could go. Oh, Steve. Let's see where we're going to have Rick joining us here pretty soon. No touchdowns yet for Jahmyr Gibbs. I really thought he was going to get some. I'm sure he'll get some in the second half. Running the football, Jahmyr Gibbs already has 4 receptions on the day. So if you're in a PPR league, I'm sure you're enjoying that. 34 receiving yards. Jacobs has 12 receiving yards and only 1 reception. And, man, Goff already over 200 yards, 225 yards passing in the first half. Jacobs already at 50 rushing yards. So if Jahmyr Gibbs scores 2 touchdowns in the second half, guys, I win 381. And not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take that. The over-under is set right now. It was at 40.5. Let's see what it's at right now. Now it's at 44.5. And I got the Raiders at 9.5-point underdogs. Let me know if you guys think the Lions end up winning by more than 9.5. Jahmyr Gibbs and Devonte Adams, man, both don't have a touchdown. Lot left to be desired. Who received the ball to start that? Who? I believe the Lions received in Lions Raiders. Let's see. Okay, so the Raiders do get the ball to start the second half. So hopefully the Raiders come out and Devonte Adams gets involved in this football game because I need Devonte Adams to go off. The guy I'm playing on my fantasy league this year, he's got 111 points. I'm at 105. Sam Laporta has 16.4 points. And I didn't expect it to be that, Sam Laporta was going to go off and Devonte Adams was going to goose egg. But Devonte Adams is simply too good to have 0 receptions. 0. He's been targeted twice, but they were batted down. Devonte Adams has got to play a bigger role in this offense, man. I understand on that long touchdown drive, it's like, hey, it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep giving it to Josh Jacobs. I get all that. But I still want to see, before that drive, there was still 3 other possessions that didn't result in a single completion. So I think I'm going to dress up as the Joker maybe for Halloween. That would have been cool. I should have done it for the stream. And we got Edub playing Mario basketball. Mario Sports Mix for Nintendo Wii. That sounds fun. Mario Kart and Super Mario World are awesome games as well. Fantasy football is okay. Fantasy football is okay when you're not doing great at it. In my league, I won the championship the first year. We have a huge trophy with like a glass football. We give it, we continue to pass it around to the winner. We ship it to them, and we put, our nameplate on it. So I always thought it was cool that my name got to be the very first plaque on it. But haven't won now in 2 years, so I'm trying to bounce back this year. I do have a team that I think can go the distance, but not if Devonte Adams isn't going to be targeted. Jeez. But man, Sam Laporta is really pulling through for me. Sam Laporta already has more points than Derrick Henry, T. Higgins, Zay Flowers, Kyle Pitts, Mike Evans, DeAndre Swift, all of those guys. And we still got a whole nother half of football. So who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen? He was coming off a couple average weeks. He scored 20 points week 5 against Carolina. And then he scored 7 at Tampa Bay, 11 at Baltimore. Hasn't gotten in the end zone since week 5. But he just did today, so looks like things are trending in the right way, at least for one of my guys. All right. Wow. So this is kind of cool. So one of my friends on Facebook got a letter from Marissa and Trevor Lawrence with an autograph. It was one of my mom's friends that we grew up with in Jacksonville, and her son, Mikey, got a letter from him, and this is what it says. Holy cow, 10 years. What an incredible achievement for you both. We're so thrilled to hear of your friendship and dedication to each other all these years. It isn't always easy to be consistent and show up, so we applaud the both of you and the bond you've created over the years. Mikey, we hear you're entering your junior year of high school and can only imagine all the different feelings that must bring up. It's exciting to hear about the incredible young man you're growing into, and we are certain your future is bright. We also happen to be huge fans of Firehouse Subs, so we have that good taste in common. Casey, we appreciate you taking the time to be such a role model in Mikey's life. We know how busy your day-to-day can be and are truly grateful you've made the commitment to have such a positive impact on his life. It's people like you that really make the difference. Whether it's at the gym, day trips to Universal Studios, or just hanging out, we love hearing about all the fun things you two do together. Keep up the incredible work and know we are proud of you both. Sending all our love and support, Marissa and Trevor Lawrence. Pretty cool, right? So Trevor Lawrence, if you write him, he will write back. And we got a confirmation on that one. So love that. I remember watching Netflix, the quarterback series, Kirk Cousins. I think it was Tuesdays. He opens up his fan mail and starts writing letters and stuff like that. Absolutely love to see that from, these quarterbacks, man. They play especially, and if football is your world like it was for me when I was, in middle school, I mean, man, nothing could ever mean more than getting a letter from Trevor Lawrence. I mean, it's a little different now that I'm an adult. I don't really look at them the same way I did when I was a kid, but it's still really awesome. And I bet that meant the world to him. So Josh Jacobs has really come up big on that scoring drive. Besides that, the Raiders haven't been able to do too much. No catches for Jacoby Myers, nothing for Devonte Adams. Second half getting ready to start here. The Raiders will start with the ball, so they'll have an opportunity to answer that touchdown drive that the Lions just went on finally, right? They settled for 3 field goals on the last drive. They're able to get it in the end zone with Sam Laporta. They had about 2 minutes and 58 seconds to drive down and score, and that's what they did. Great job by the Lions on that last drive. And so, I mean, we had 3 field goals and a bunch of 3-and-outs, and then the last 2 drives resulted in 14 points. So we may have turned a page here in the game where we'll start seeing some more points, some more yards, some deeper throws, or maybe we won't. We'll see. Lomas Brown was enshrined. Barry Sanders is in the building. Pretty cool. Lomas Brown, 1985 to 95. 7-time Pro Bowl player. Makes it into the Ring of Fame, and the Raiders are set to receive this ball. Kicker getting ready to do kicking things. All right, and the kick is off. The second half is officially underway, and it will start with a touchback. And here comes Jimmy G. And you gotta think they're gonna. Man, I just don't know. As much as I want to say that they're gonna get Devonte Adams involved, that last drive was just a lot of running. So we'll see which way they go with it. I'm biased. I need the points. We'll see what the Raiders open up with here. Garoppolo will start in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Renfro coming in motion. All right, they're going to start with a pass, and that's going to go to Devonte Adams, and that's going to be good for a first down. So finally, Devonte Adams involved in the game. That's a great start. That is a great start. All right. 1st and 10. Now Jacoby Myers in motion. Now they'll run it with Jacobs, and Jacobs is only going to pick up one. Good defense right there by the Lions. So Josh McDaniels said the difference in that touchdown drive and every other drive the Raiders had is that they were finally able to get the running game going. I don't know if I would say that. That's all you got going. It's not like that was the one thing lacking. That was the only thing that you had. Garoppolo going to throw it downfield too high. Should have been caught if it would have been thrown in the vicinity. Just threw it way over his head. What the hell, dude? Intended for Adams. Adams was open. Man, he was open. Oh, he bumped him. He totally bumped him. He chipped him. Right when he cut at the top of his route, a Lion bumped into him. That's why the ball went flying in a different spot. That should have been called. That was a total miscall. All right, they're going to throw it. Lions showing pressure, and they're going to sack him. They're going to sack him, and that is going to come to an end pretty quick. This Raiders offensive line the Lions just really caught him off guard right there. Let's see. Trying to see average time of possession. Let's see where the Raiders stand here. 23. All right, so the Raiders got to punt this ball, and they do. And this ball is going to be received at the 20, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. The Lions, for right now, will take over at the 28-yard line. And there's a Raider down again. We'll see what the penalty is right now. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Kicking team number 19 during the kick. Oh. So he went out of bounds and didn't get back in. All right, so we're going to take a break because of the injured Raider. Unfortunately, the Raiders, man, dealing with a little bit of injuries tonight. I think that was a really important first drive for the Raiders to respond to what the Lions did to close the first half. And unfortunately, that I really think on that second down, with the one that was intended for Devonte Adams, that should have been holding or PI or something. Like Devonte cut, like he was doing a slant, and he totally got chipped, and that's why the ball went flying, because that's where he was going to be, but he totally got hit, like hard. And it didn't get called, and then on third down, the Lions bring pressure. They normally don't, but they do. And when they do bring pressure, they're pretty good at it. So the Raiders didn't have an answer for it. So they had that first down on the first play, but I guess you could call that a 4-and-out, if you will. And I'm not sure who was injured for the Raiders. It was a special teams play, so not to say that it's not significant, but a lot of times your special teams players aren't your starters. I mean, you may have one or two, but I'm not sure. Total speculation. Hopefully he's all right. They already lost their linebacker, Master something. So, don't want anyone to get hurt out here. And we got Jinja in the chat. Hell yeah, brother. We got Jinja in the chat. Goff was okay. Goff's been pretty good. What's up? Sounding like Goff was cooking in the first half. Oh, okay, now I get it. Yeah, Goff was he was all right, but he got it going at the end. The reason it feels like, because if you were watching the first half, the reason it feels like Goff didn't have that great of a first half, as the numbers suggest, is because they were moving the ball really well downfield, but they were getting stopped in the red zone. Had to settle for 3 different field goals. Statistically, it looks good, but it wasn't until the last drive that the Lions were able to get in the end zone. 20 for 26, 225 yards and a touchdown. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs here on first down, and Gibbs is going to stay on his feet and still running downfield. What a run by Gibbs. Wow. Gibbs, man, running hard. 24 yards on the ground right there. That was just a hard run. There was arms on him right away. Then he broke 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It took 7 Raiders to get him down. All right, they're going to give it right back to him, and this time he's going to get the corner. Oh, good tackle, but it's still going to pick up 5 yards. And that was Robertson, the corner, number 21, that made a really good open field tackle on him. But Gibbs is rolling right now. He's feeling pretty good. So Gibbs will run to the sideline and take a breather. Steve saying Konnichiwa to Jinja. Everybody happy to have you in here, bud. All right, under center for Goff. And he's going to throw it. He's looking, trying to buy time. Finally, oh my God, he's throwing a pick 6. Goff just threw a pick 6. No flags on the play. The Raiders score. The Raiders score. And that was a terrible, terrible pass, man. 74-yard return on the pick 6. Goff, furious. First pick of the year for Marcus Peters, and it goes all the way to the house. He just did a quick 3-step drop back, and it was supposed to be a quick throw. The pocket collapsed, so he ran out. He threw the ball. It was intended for St. Brown, but right when he threw it, St. Brown decided to run straight. So he thought he was just going to settle down at the flat, and as soon as he threw that ball, St. Brown ran straight, and it was just too easy. Extra point, a little swirly, but it came back in. So it's going to be 14-6. Marcus Peters with the pick 6, and it's time to update the ticker. Wow, what a play right there for the Raiders. 14-16. The Raiders not going down without a fight. Give them that much. The Raiders are fighting. Oh, man. All right. All right, so look at that. Devonte Adams has 2.1 points after his first catch of the game, which means I only need 4 points between Laporta and Devonte Adams to win this week. Guys, wish me luck. Let me know in the comments, now that we got more people in here, let me know if you guys won, if you play, if you won. If you play, if you won. And then Edub said, perks of being a Lions fan. How's it going, Steve? Yeah, that's huge for momentum. Offense may do something this drive. Yeah, I definitely think it's probably going to keep the Lions aggressive. But, man, they were doing so well on the ground with Jahmyr Gibbs. That's actually what I was going to look at to see how many rushing yards Gibbs has now. So Goff, he's definitely going to hit the over on his passing yards. It was set at 262. He's already got 225. Definitely probably going to get one more passing touchdown, that's for sure. Josh Jacobs, 22.5 receiving yards. He's got 12, so we need 12 yards from him. Jahmyr Gibbs already got his receiving yards. He has 34. He only needed 25. Josh Reynolds, over 35.5. He's only got one catch for 13 yards. Laporta's already got his yards. And Jahmyr Gibbs hasn't gotten the end zone yet. So we'll see. And Edub said, just one more touchdown for each club, and my score prediction will be accurate. That's true. And who knows? There may be only one more touchdown per club for the rest of this game. We will find out. This one is going to be kneeled, in the back of the end zone. And the Lions will start at the 25-yard line after the interception. With Sean McVay and the Rams, he averaged one interception every 44 snaps, or 44 pass attempts. With the Lions, he throws one interception every 70 pass attempts. So he's been really good, when it comes to throwing picks. He's going to throw it here, and this time it's going to be Laporta, and Laporta's going to get the catch and pick up 5 or 6. It'll be 5 yards. So, okay, so Luke Masterfield will not return, the linebacker for the Raiders. We'll see if that plays a role in Sam Laporta getting some more touches. Looks like the Raiders were showing blitz. They're going to run it here. That one was Craig Reynolds on the run. And let's see. He's going to run off the field here. Nope, he's going to run to the top of the screen. Empty backfield. Goff looking, throwing. Oh, he tried to get rid of it. St. Brown was in the area, but it's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Pressure was really getting in. That was Crosby. And Troy Aikman saying someone didn't run the right route because he used to play quarterback, so he knows that kind of stuff. 2nd and 10, shotgun for Goff. He's going to hand it off here. And Craig Reynolds picks up a couple. So it's going to be 3rd and kind of long. No, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. I didn't think he picked up 5 yards on that run, but apparently he did. Ben Johnson's probably going to be a head coach next year, maybe even for the Bears. Goff looking, throwing, completed over the middle of the field. That's good for a first down. And that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Boy Aikman. Boy Aikman. Love it. Cowboy Aikman. Even better. All right. We're going to run it here with Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to pick up a 1-yard gain there. All right. Looking at that last play, that was just a great route. Good hands by St. Brown. Picks up that first down. Those are hard catches, man. Those smaller receivers to go over the middle and not only catch the ball but get cracked and hang on to it. That's a good play right there. And they're going to run it here on 2nd and 9, and looks like they're going to pick up 1. So now we're going to get, I think, 3rd and 7 here. 3rd and 8 officially. 6 receptions for 108 yards for St. Brown already in this game. And he looks tired. He looks a little exhausted. He had his hands on his knees, and while they were calling the play, just huffing and puffing. 3rd and 8. They're going to need him to be not tired on this play. Lions are 5 for 9 on 3rd down today so far. What? They're going to run the football, and we'll see where it's spotted. I thought that was an interesting play call, but depending on where they spot it, it's going to be either really close or he got it. Because when he got tackled, he actually rolled on top of the Raider, which moved the ball maybe. Yeah, he sure got that. That's a 1st down. On that last angle, it looked like he definitely picked it up. Yep. Nope, that's a elbow down right there, but the ball was already past the line to gain, so they're going to bring out an official measurement. If they say he didn't get it, it should be challenged. And that's 1st down. That's a 1st down by a sniff. That is barely a 1st down, but it's good enough. Move the chains. All right. So Goff already coming back, making up for the interception. Got the Lions moving down the field right now. All right, Laporta comes in motion to the bottom of the screen. Shotgun for Goff. He's going to fake the handoff and now throw it, and it's going to be caught. And this is Reynolds. And Reynolds picks up 12. And now the crowd's getting into it. And that pick 6 was definitely a crowd quieter, and they're officially back in it right now. Looks like Goff is pretty fired up right now. Not really playing games. All business right now. Get back to the line. Call the play. They're going to run it here on 1st and 10, and he's going to get the edge, and that's Jahmyr Gibbs all the way down to the 2-yard line. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Jahmyr Gibbs is having himself a night. I hope they give it right back to him. Look at that. All the way from the 25-yard line, he's able to get the corner and then just keep driving down the field. Dan Campbell's clapping. Everyone loves it. And I think they put him on the sideline. What the hell? Come on. Okay, come on. I need the Raiders to stop him here. And they do. All right, put Gibbs back in. Come on. Come on, Gibbs is on fire, man. Feed the hot hand. We'll see. See if they do. I can't tell if they've made any substitutions offensively. Wow, they got Sam Laporta in the backfield. Now they motion him. Looks like they're going to probably run it left, and they do. And they give it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds gets nothing. Why? The Raiders are saying they got the ball. Crosby's holding the football. The Raiders are saying they got the ball. Raiders ball. Unbelievable. So the Raiders end up coming away with the football. Guys, I'm so fired up about this, man. Jahmyr Gibbs should have never been taken out of this game. It's the same thing with Josh Jacobs. He ran all the way down the field. Yeah, he's going to be the guy. He just got the ball ripped out of his hands. I think he was floating on players. I can't really tell if if the whistles were blown already at that point, they're going to have to take another look. So it's Raiders ball. I assume that they're going to be doing the regular official review. They're playing okay, so they will go to a quick commercial break. Man, that's such a bummer, man. I really wanted Gibbs to get in on that drive. But a great and now Goff has 256 passing yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, still, man, he's got 42 passing yards. Jimmy G has 42 passing yards. That is insane. Absolutely insane.
Absolute dog shit.
Dog shit.
What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late, but I am here watching this dog shit game.
Hold on. Your audio, for some reason.
Can you not hear me?
There, I can now.
Oh, okay.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude?
Trick or treat.
Smell my feet.
Give me something good to eat.
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
All right. Y'all, it's going to be Rick from now on. I enjoyed this podcast. I really did.
Get this guy out of here. Boo. Boo.
Boo. Oh, my gosh, dude. I was so mad. I really thought Gibbs was going to get in the end zone right there. I was like, he is playing so much better, and then they go with Reynolds on a goal line scenario. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand that. It's like, why would you substitute him? It's not like he ran it, like 10 times up to that point. That was one run.
What part are you at this game right now?
I'm watching the ruling on the field is a fumble. The ref is getting ready to make an official announcement. Raiders ball. First down, Las Vegas. Wow.
All right, let me know when they get to the line here to snap the ball.
So there's no way to really review this, man. I mean, you're just looking at a bunch of bodies. You can't see anything in there. And the crowd doesn't like it. It does look like his knee's down. But who knows where the ball's at. Uh-oh. There's a false start. It's going to be half the distance of the goal.
Oh, you forgot to tell me to hit play.
Oh, I thought you said at the snap.
No, at the line. I'm watching
the
ref. First down.
So now they're showing the replay one more time.
Oh, yeah.
What? His whole body's on the turf holding the football.
Wow.
What are they talking about? Oh, my God.
Damn.
That's literally not okay.
And they just got a false start on the play, so they can't do it.
So I just saw that Josh Jacobs run it for like 6 to get a little bit of room, 2nd and 5.
I'm winning right now by 0.02 points. I need Josh Jacobs to fumble it or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, that's how bad it is right now.
Yeah. 2nd and 5. Let's see if this defense can make a stand. They're going to throw a quick pass here to Hunter Renfrow, and that's going to be taken down right away by Sutton. And, man, I would say the big story is that Jimmy Garoppolo's got like 40 passing yards. Devonte Adams has 1 catch. Jacoby Myers has nothing.
Jesus.
They just haven't been able to get anything going in the passing game. At some point, you have like Devonte Adams is just way too good to be with 1 target or 1 catch, at this point in the game. That's ridiculous.
Oh, man, did you not see that play yet?
Not yet. 3rd and 4, Garoppolo looking, throwing, and Devonte dropped it.
Let me know when he's getting helped up.
And
that was rough, dude. That was rough.
Yeah, He was probably surprised that he's getting the ball. So like, whoa, what are you guys doing? When did you start doing this?
He's like, wait, I'm getting targets? What is this?
Okay, so the Lions are going to get the ball back really quick. And the Raiders, man, they've been doing a good job of taking the football away in this game. They got a pick 6 right before you came on.
Saw that.
But it just seems like the Lions are going to pull away at some point.
Oh, he's returning this, moving to the right side of the field. It gets to about the 49.
Good starting field position. You're only got half a field to go. So, I mean, it's still a great takeaway by the Raiders. Adams, super mad about the drop.
What a pick 6, by the way. I enjoyed that he was trying to just throw it away and instead of got picked off by Peterson.
Well, it was St. Brown who was supposed to be sitting down there at the flat. And as soon as Goff rolled out, he goes like this to throw the ball, and then St. Brown takes off to run a streak down the field.
What it was.
So Peters is just like, all right, I'll take that. And then it was just communication just off. So the Lions come back out trying to put a nail in this thing, which I don't even think you can by just getting one touchdown, but it would make it a 2-possession game. Pretty low scoring. Is this what you expected?
I'm going to be honest. I expected low scoring from the Raiders, and look, the Lions had a rough week last week, just getting absolutely blown out by the Ravens, but I really thought this was going to be a bigger offensive game for the Lions, not necessarily the Raiders. We saw how they struggled last week against the Bears, right? Devonte Adams got a bunch of targets last week, and I mean, one catch this game so far, maybe 2-3 targets. Like, it's insane. Like, I don't know what Josh McDaniels is doing in Las Vegas, but the last 2 weeks, like, just have been bad. They've just been bad. So I don't know. I feel like he doesn't realize that he does have Devonte Adams there on his offense, but the Lions surprising me for sure offensively.
So you think that McDaniels is probably gambling?
100%.
Me too.
Yeah, he's I think he subscribed to our channel and is just taking all the $2 bets that you're giving, and instead of $2, he's putting like $2,000.
No, that's impossible because I have one of them with like everything is already gone through pretty much. I just need Jahmyr Gibbs to score. That's why I was so pissed, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude? You got a running back that's literally on fire. He gets you all the way down to the 4-yard line, and then you substitute.
Mm-hmm. Who is it, Jahmyr Gibbs? Or
yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs. It's like, why would you take him out of the game? He's the hot hand. Just keep going.
Yeah.
They're going to hand it off to him here on first down. He's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards. That was hard-earned. Dude, if Adam Schefter doesn't shut the fuck up about Derrick Henry, it's not going to happen. What is with that? Like, why can't they accept it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, everybody's saying he's not going to get traded, and yet there's still so much talk. Like, the Titans have come out and said, we told Derrick that he's not going to get traded. Why are people talking about it if he's not going to get traded?
I have no idea. It's driving me a little bit crazy at this point. This is the third time they brought it up tonight. Mm-hmm. Deep shot downfield. Oh, it's going to be PI.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be PI, and I think that was Marcus Peters. No. That Robertson, number 21.
Yeah. Wow. Nice little break there for the Lions, but we have a lineman down for the Lions. It looks like number 74, Mnf Robertson. No, sorry. That was the cornerback for the Raiders, Mnf Robertson, not the lineman.
And Edeb said if the Lions don't get together, the Vikings will snatch the North. They don't have a quarterback, brother.
Yeah, they don't.
This is the Lions division. Even if they lose tonight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Like unless the Bears or the Packers somehow make some ridiculous comeback, which won't happen this year. Like it is the Lions division to lose.
Yeah, because even if the Packers and Bears started playing a lot better, the Lions are a top 5 team.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a hard league to win. But they're 5-2, and yeah, I can't see any scenario where anybody plays at a higher level in the North than the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
And he is able to walk off the field, but not fast, very slowly.
But not fast.
In no way does this mean he's okay.
The Lions could go, including this game, the Lions could go 5-5 for the rest of the year and win this division with 10 wins. That's how bad the North is right now.
Yeah, that's actually a great way to put it. It's not that hard. They've already done the heavy lifting,
They really have. They just need to beat their division opponents. Those are the only wins they need at this point.
There goes Gibbs. Let's go. Get in there. Get in there.
Right
get
side.
in there. Yes. Let's go.
Touchdown Lions. And he does a little Ford
leap.
Ford hop. I don't know. He's like, all right, I got to get out of here before I get assaulted. Wow, that is awesome. That lady was all over Jahmyr Gibbs, and her husband has no idea what happened.
That's awesome. That is fucking incredible.
What a run. Like, it looked like he was going to just run for 2 yards. Instead, broke to the right side, right into the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Gibbs is on fire right now.
Yeah.
The fact that they were like, hey, let's put Reynolds in. It's I just, when you just really don't get what coaches are doing sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Did you pick him up off waivers, by the way?
Gibbs?
Yeah.
No, I was going to, but I'm literally gotten to a point of depth where it's I would have to drop Sam Laporta or something. Let me drop Mike Evans or Derrick Henry or T. Higgins, Zay Flowers.
I saw him 2 weeks ago on waiver wires because he was injured. Right?
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, I know he's injured, but you still keep that guy, right? No matter what.
Yeah.
I saw him on waivers, and I was like, oh, I got to pick him up. And I put it in for the waiver, and somebody else picked him up. And I was like, God damn it. And now look, he's got 27 points.
Dude, I love that. Jumping into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Hot blonde dancing with him.
Oh, yeah.
He's having just a great old time.
21 years old, probably, something like that.
All right. Well, let's see if maybe Devonte Adams is going to get involved.
I hope they just start passing the ball, no more running, because I really don't need Jacobs to get more than 0.5 yards. I need him to I need Josh McDaniels to be like, you know what? Best runner in the league last year? No thanks.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because dude, when Montgomery comes back,
mm-hmm.
this is the best 2 running backs in the NFL right now.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Jimmy G under center at their own 25-yard line. 1st and 10, takes the snap, gonna hand it off, fake the handoff, trying to pass it, goes over the middle and complete.
Wow.
Is that who is that?
Michael Mayer, the rookie out of Notre Dame.
Yeah, he was I think the first tight end off the board, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was. I think he was taken with the very first pick in the 2nd round.
Oh wow! What a catch too! Big guy. 1st and 10.
Uh-oh.
Hand it off. There goes Jacobs, and there goes my win.
Is that it? Is it that easy?
Let's see, 116.46 to 115.98. Yeah, I mean it might be. I mean, unless he fumbles and like and then gets injured or just out of the game or whatever, like that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I need him to get involved in the receiving game a little bit. I need 2 more catches from him.
From who? Jacobs?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
It's okay. I won't cheer for it.
Picked off.
Almost. I was like, I won't cheer for it.
That's all right. You win money. I just win a meaningless fantasy football game. So.
It's not meaningless. It's our life.
I know. It really is, though.
And I'm down in my fantasy league by 3 points right now. And I have Devonte Adams and Sam Laporta.
By how many points?
3.
Oh, wow. This fourth quarter has got to be huge for these guys then.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy G in the shotgun. Going to be a 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, looking to pass, looking to pass, and gets just sacked. Jeez. No type of movement from him. Lions just get in there and get the sack.
Why is he so stiff, man? He keeps like just standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, but it's like fight a little bit. Like right here. I see right there to the right. You could have ran. Mm-hmm. Look, if he would have ran, he had a receiver running to his right, the same direction he would have been running. Yeah. And he could have made that throw. Instead, he just stands there, the pocket collapses, and takes a sack. It's like, you got to do a little bit better. Yeah. You're going into the fourth quarter down 2 scores. Can't really just stand there.
Raiders going to punt here. Call a fair catch right around the 11-yard line. Lions are going to start from their own 11. We've got Bill in the chat. Bill, cheers.
What's up, Bill?
Thanks for logging on. It's been, I don't know, how would you describe this game? It's been like up and down, boring at times, not really. Like, what would you say?
I would say it hasn't been boring. I would call this game opportunistic. There's been a lot of opportunity. There's been a pick 6. There's been some turnovers. The Raiders held the Lions 3 times to 3 field goals. They had 9 points at one point. So there's been a lot of, chances for any one of these teams to kind of pull away. And it's been the Raiders these last couple of drives, but it's been a good game, really good game.
And Max Crosby has been a beast on defense. So let's see if he can keep it up here. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Jared Goff under center. 1 running back in the backfield. Motions to the right side. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off. Jahmyr Gibbs to the right side. And he breaks another one for a 1st down. 11 yards there.
Yep. He's rolling now. Marcus Peters did go into the locker room.
Yeah, he did earlier. Yeah, I wonder.
So maybe that was Marcus Peters that was hurt.
No. It was a guy for the Lions. It was a lineman for the Lions, but Marcus Peters was injured. Yeah, for sure.
All right, under center here for Goff.
Wow, 60 plays for the Lions, 34 for the Raiders. Takes a snap, hands it off. Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, just working 7 yards on that carry.
He's like, get off of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm better than you.
Don't fucking touch me.
Don't touch me.
Oh, man. Goff in the shotgun here on a 2nd and 3. 5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And it's going to run the time. End of the 3rd quarter. Lions up 23-14. We've got Peters gingerly running back into the field, it looks like.
Well, they're going to have one hell of a 4th quarter in order to win this game.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if Jahmyr Gibbs can't get back up into that forward leap again.
We gotta think of something. The Ford, the
The
Ford Fiesta. The Ford Fiesta.
Okay.
We'll call it a Ford Fiesta. He had to jump in the crowd for a little Ford Fiesta, I'll say.
Josh Reynolds has 13 receiving yards. So, man, this has just been a running game. Like, there's not really a receiver. Sam Laporta, he's got 49 receiving yards. But there's just not like, Amon-Ra St. Brown's over 100 yards too.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, it's been pretty all about the running game.
Pretty run heavy, you would say?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, when Jimmy G's got 40 yards, then you're probably looking at your run game to really try to win this game. And it seems like the defenses are doing their job during the passing game, but the running game, they're just kind of letting it fucking fly.
So if Jahmyr Gibbs scores one more touchdown, then I just need Josh Jacobs to have 2 more receptions for 12 yards, and I win 381.
Right. Nice. Was that another $2?
Yeah, they're all $2.
Nice, dude. I love it.
Actually, this is a $1, but they gave me a profit boost.
Oh, really?
Because it's like every 5 bets, they'll like give you a profit boost, but my bets are only $1. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm just stealing money.
What app do you use?
FanDuel.
Okay. There you go, guys. Go check it out, and obviously tune in to Only Football, where you're going to get the best $1, $2 parlay bets to win
in the planet.
I don't know, an extra 1,000, 1,500% if you win. Like, it's just insane the amount of money you can win like that.
Yeah, no Starbucks. If you get Starbucks once a week, don't. Now you got your $4.
Now you got your $380. All right, we're back. 2nd and 3 here for the Lions.
Peter's back out.
Started the 4th quarter here. He's going to fake the handoff. Goff's going to pass. Quick little pass there to Laporta for a first down. Laporta's been doing really well this game as well, huh?
Yep, up to 57 receiving yards now.
Was that close to getting you a win here?
That's what I'm looking for. That was... I need 1 more point.
8 receptions, 1 touchdown. Oh, he's gotten you some good amount of points now, huh?
Yeah, Adams only has me 2 points, so he's really pulling his weight.
Yeah, he definitely needs more. Here we go. Under center is Jared Goff. 1 running back in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the top. Going to give it off to Jahmyr Gibbs here. Moving off to the right side. Jahmyr Gibbs just making people miss. It's like he's averaging like 8 yards a carry at this point. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, he's on fire. And you got to be able to, as a coach, recognize it and just be like, hey, we're just going to keep him out there.
As of right now, Jahmyr Gibbs has 22 rushes, 142 yards, averaging 6.5 yards per carry. 2nd and 1 here for the Lions in the shotgun. Goff takes the snap, passes it to Jahmyr Gibbs, who gets the first down on a nice 3-yard reception.
And he'll walk off the field, and Reynolds will come in, and he'll take a little quick breather. Do we have anybody starting Gibbs this week?
Yeah. Mark. King of the North. Yep.
28. He's got 28.9 points right now.
I wish I had him. I would not be having such a running back problem right now if I
Why didn't you pick him up?
I did. I guess I was just 2nd or 3rd in the waiver order. So I couldn't, there was 1 or 2 people ahead of me to get him, and Mark ended up with him. So,
damn.
Yeah. And there's Reynolds. He gets about 3 or 4 yards there on the carry. Is going to be a 2nd and about 6 or 7.
Upcoming Jets, Dolphins, Chiefs for the Raiders.
Giants, Jets, Dolphins, Chiefs.
Giants, Jets, Dolphins, Chiefs. Loss. Wow. It's a lot of losing.
Especially next week, right, Bill? They're going to lose to the Giants.
Especially next week.
Bill wants another win. Especially after what happened against the Jets. 2nd and 5 here for the Lions. On their center is Goff. Takes a snap. Quick handoff to Reynolds up the middle, the left side, about 2 yards there on that run. It's going to be a 3rd and 3.
Wonder if Gibbs is going to come check in here on 3rd down, or they'll stick with Reynolds. Oh,
stick with him.
another Raider down. So third injured.
Ruh-roh.
I think he just got stepped on, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to stop this momentum for the Lions. Yeah.
You can't stop this train.
Nope. Josh McDaniels wants to, but he cannot.
It's like what John Mayer always tried to say. Stop this train.
Oh, God damn it, Kyle. I hate you.
Big John Mayer fan. Do you like John Mayer?
I hate everything about you.
What about John Mayer, though? Do you like him?
I like a couple of John Mayer songs. There's a couple good ones. Never really listened to him like that, though.
He's really bluesy.
Yeah, very bluesy. Very good with the guitar, though. He is very, very good guitarist.
Yep.
Very good guitarist. So as we are in commercial break, I want everybody who's in the stream right now to tell me what costume you're going to plan on having, whether you had one this past weekend at a holiday, at a Halloween party, or for tomorrow, you guys are going to go trick or treat as adults. Let me know what your costume's going to be. Kyle, are you going to go trick or treating for some alcohol or what?
No, I was actually thinking about dressing up for our Thursday night stream, though.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, we probably should have done that just this past Thursday night, or for this game. Yeah. Like we really missed the mark, so we apologize.
But Thursday, let's do it. Thursday.
I'm down Thursday.
I won't tell you what I am.
You said what?
You don't tell me what you are.
So don't tell each other what we are?
Right.
Okay. I like it.
Who's playing Thursday night? Is it the Bears again? They love Bears primetime.
No, that's actually next week is when they're gonna play Bears Panthers, dude.
Oh, even better. God, yeah. Are you kidding me? That's a game.
That is
why did Denver get flexed out of all the primetime games last year? But like the Bears aren't. Like at the end of the day, at least like our quarterback's married to Sierra, like there's,
Yeah, but is it Taylor Swift though?
No.
It's going to be, dude, this is going to be a fucking snoozer. Titans Steelers.
That's it. Titans Steelers. That's Thursday night?
That's Thursday night.
Well, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
That's two very similar type football teams.
That is. E-Dub said he's got a Phillies hat combined with a skeleton skull mask. Love that.
Ooh.
All right, let's see. In the shotgun is Goff, takes the snap, going to hand it off to, is that Gibbs or was that?
I think it was Gibbs, and it didn't look like he got it, but then I think that was Penny Sewell that came in and just smashed the line.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see where they mark it. Dan Campbell always looks like he's a little constipated.
He's like, we really need to finish this game.
Before. I should have shit at halftime. I should have shit at halftime.
Oh, man. Just on the verge of tears if he doesn't get this first down.
Oh,
my God.
That's pretty close. You can't get your hands too much closer without your palms touching.
Did you see the one? I forget which game it was, but the ref went like this, 2 fingers, like this.
Oh, did he?
Like, what? I was like, just do that, I guess. I don't know.
That'd have been funny if they just went.
Oh, that's a great one.
He looks like he's having a good time, stress-free.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, future Bears head coach.
Oh, chill. No. That's the executive.
Eric Bieniemy?
No, he is the.
Is that the GM?
GM.
Holmes.
Yeah.
Brad Holmes.
Holmes. Brad Holmes. Yeah. I'll be right back. D for the P.
B for the P. All right. So here we go. 4th and 1. Lions are going to decide to go for it. Why not? Gibbs is having such a great time. They're going to do a QB sneak, and he picks up the first down. There is a flag on the play. we'll wait to see what the flag is. It might be offsides. Yep. Offsides, defense number 98. And I assume they're going to accept that because they didn't get 5 yards on the QB sneak. So this is going to be a really, really tough football team come November with Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery running the football. And then if you want to play the run, St. Brown, Laporta, this team could do it all. I really believe it. And Goff has to just throw this one to the sideline. It looked like he could have thrown it to Gibbs, but it went way over his head out of bounds. Best records in the NFC right now: Niners, Cowboys, Lions, Seahawks, Eagles. Seahawks, Lions, and Cowboys all 5-2, while the 49ers are 5-3 after dropping 3 in a row. And the Eagles, 7-1. So the Eagles, do they have a bye week this week? I think maybe they're coming into their bye week soon. All right, they're going to run it here with Gibbs, and that's going to go for a gain of 1. And the Raiders, man, really just trying to get this ball back so that they can try to get a touchdown. Right now, there's no field goal right here. They're not in field goal range, so if they could get a stop, I mean, the Lions have already taken a bunch of time off the clock, which is, important in the fourth quarter. But if they can come up with a stop here on 3rd and 8, get the ball back and score, it'll be a 2-point game.
I just looked at the coach and I was just like, God, I should have taken a shit at halftime. Here we go. The snap for Goff.
Oh,
over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 8. What are you doing? Reynolds, what are we doing?
They're saying Goff threw it a little bit behind him, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely Goff's fault. He's been weird today. He has been really weird today.
Yeah, his stats are pretty good, but he's just there's been things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that interception really wasn't his fault.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's still playing well enough, and they will attempt a field goal. I thought they might not be in range.
Snap, hold, kick is
good.
Wow, nice.
So it's going to be a 12-point game, and it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to update the ticker.
Because of
the kicker.
The kicker. Steve's got a really cool comment here. He said, my former music student produced Mayer's first 2 albums, as well as Zach Brown's albums. He's currently the bassist for Zach and still produces all their albums. That's fucking awesome, man. That's
really,
it's got to be a bit of pride too. Like, you're like, oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Dude, that is so cool. That is so cool.
Ask him if he'd like to produce Kyle and I's next rap album.
If you want to produce our next rap album, no, you ask him.
It's going to be called Only Football.
Riding around the street smoking good.
Getting that football in the hood.
Rick has the hooks. Rick's all about the hooks.
I do have the hooks. The hooks are my jam, bro.
Which is great. Because I'll be freestyling and then okay, I can tell this is when the chorus would come in, and then Rick comes in with the hook.
Yeah.
He'll do it 3-4 times, and then it goes back to the verse.
Yeah. Just like a good hook man should. I know exactly
what a good hook man should do.
When to come in. When to come. I know exactly when to come.
Stop. No. No.
No, not yet. Oh, you were early.
No.
God damn it. Oh, shit. There's one time Kyle and I in Jacksonville were in an Uber with 3 of our other buddies, and we just were like, dude, play this beat off of YouTube, and we just all fucking freestyled. And
the driver too.
The Uber driver freestyle. We got him a bottle of of something. I don't know. We were real nice to his Uber driver because he was driving us all around, and it was such a good time.
It was. Yeah. I got in trouble that night.
Yeah, you did.
I got in trouble that night. Not anymore.
What a fun time.
Dude, this place is crazy. It's called Mom's Spaghetti. Do you know why?
Palms are sweaty, knees are weak. Mom's Spaghetti.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah, that's Mnf's restaurant. Yeah, that's Mnf's restaurant.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Mom's Spaghetti. He's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd grows. Okay.
And the
oh my God! Look at this. This is gonna be a safety.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh, at the 2-yard line.
We were rapping, and
oh my God! What just happened?
Oh, he's hurt. They're always hurt when they fuck up. You notice that? They're like, ow!
Yeah. What were you doing there, dude?
Jeez. At least he got the ball and stayed out of the end zone.
Yeah. There's Rodrigo. Man, what a dumb thing to do.
Dan Campbell's like, man, I got a shit.
He's looking up at the clock. He's like, shit, 10 minutes left. God damn it.
And that's Dorsey on the field, and he's going to get up now.
Clap it up. No injuries. Clap it up.
He's probably thinking like, all right, I don't want to milk this too much. I'm not in trouble anymore. Let me just get up.
He's probably like, oh, thank God, because I need you to shit. Everyone on the Lions needs to just take a dump right now.
Besides Sam Brown and Gibbs.
They're the only ones.
Because they're shitting all over the Raiders.
They're like, man, why is Goff throwing the ball like shit? Oh, it's because he needs to take a dump.
You know, it'd be cool. 99 touchdown to Devonte Adams. Looks like he's got a single coverage.
Kyle needs those 16 points right now in one play. And at their own 2-yard line in the shotgun is Jimmy G. Motions on to the left. He's saying, yo, these guys are going to blitz. The line doesn't care because they're just going to let them through anyway. And, yep, there they go.
Jimmy G. My God. He had Adams. Why is he throwing it like that? What are you doing?
That was the play.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah, and he would have had it.
What are you doing? He's like, dude, I can't play here. I literally can't play here. Are you kidding me?
Damn. Credit to Jimmy G, though, for staying in that pocket and just
go back to it.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 at their own 2. Jimmy G.
Oh, my God.
In the shotgun and over the middle, incomplete. Oh, he looked like
he got hit low.
Yeah, there's a flag, too, because he got hit low, and Jimmy G's slow to get up.
You know, I have this
Aiden O'Connell time.
the rap song that I wrote about the Packers schedule was like week 6 or it was week 7 or something. I was like, the biggest gamble in Las Vegas is not whether the slots will pay, but whether Jimmy will play. And it was funny because he actually ended up not playing in that game that I was talking. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because I wrote it in the off season because the Packers were playing the Raiders, and lo and behold, he didn't end up.
Kyle already predicting shit in the offseason without me. Jimmy G looks like in the shotgun. 1st and 10 after that roughing the passer. Takes a snap, looking to pass, moves up in the pocket, moves right, running right over the middle, complete to, is that Myers or
that's Jacoby Myers.
Of course, the one guy you don't need to catch pass.
But hopefully this gets something going, and now Adams can get involved.
Mm-hmm. If they could just
that's a catch.
Hand it off to Jacobs, though, and have him fumble, that would win me this game in fantasy right now. Yeah, but you need 2 catches from him. Never mind. Never mind. If he can get those 2 catches and then they run him and he just loses yards and then fumbles, that would be sick.
Yeah, what I really need is a quick score by the Raiders to kind of make the Lions stay aggressive, because I still want Jahmyr Gibbs to get in. I thought 2 touchdowns. Man, he should have 2. That's what's crazy. They put Reynolds in and fumbled it.
Oh, was that what the fumble was there at the goal line?
Yeah, that because if Gibbs would have stayed in the game, man, he would have his 2nd touchdown right now.
Oh, well, that's because Dan Campbell needed his shit, man. He was really trying to get into the fucking.
He was projecting. He was like, "My players need to shit." We were like, "No, dude, that's just you."
Why do you keep saying everyone needs to take a shit? It's you. All right, let's see what the Raiders can concoct here on this 1st and 10. Concoct. It's gonna be Jimmy G here in the shotgun.
Come on, get it together.
Like, dude, you've got the clap, just like Steve said. It's like you can't be banging porn stars out here.
They're literally booing right now. They're like,
what's going on here?
The fans are so mad.
Yeah.
They're like, that's bullshit. 12 more seconds.
Here we go. Oh my God, look at the yards. 146 for the Raiders, 445 for the Lions in terms of yards. Wow. Jimmy takes the snap.
Wow.
Oh, sack lunch, baby. Oh, yum, 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 yum.
This has got to be like that part of the game that even if you get sacked, you got to like hurry up and get back up and like figure out what the play is. Like, you can't just be like, I got sacked. All right, everybody, come on back. We're going to huddle up.
Man, just untouched.
I just wonder if, like, as a player, if they don't feel the clock the way we do as the viewers.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Like, because you do want them to hurry, but they just, I don't know. They got other things on their mind, I guess. Jimmy G sacked again all the way down to his own 15-yard line. 2 sacks in a row for this Detroit Lions defense. Wow.
Jeez. This offense is absolute dog shit.
Dog shit. The Raiders are going to move to 3-5. And Josh McDaniels looks like he's going to get fired sometime this year.
Why aren't they trying to the pass rush is really affecting the game right now. Why are they not trying to throw screens to Jacobs? The screen is what you do to slow down the pass rush. They haven't tried one screen today.
There we go. One. Takes a snap and finally a screen moving up the middle there, and no first down, but good effort there. Is that
look at that? A screen. It's amazing.
Renfro does enough, but they're gonna go for it on 4th down here. I mean, it's gonna be a 4th and manageable at least.
And Adams has got to be the guy, man. He's got to be the guy. 7 minutes and 12 seconds. See what they do here. They might bring pressure because that's been working all day.
Oh, yeah. 4th and 10, especially with Jimmy G standing like a statue back there in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Little bit of pressure. Sack. Lunch.
Garoppolo sucks.
Yeah.
He's not good.
He's not good.
I don't care what people say about his winning percentage. I'm watching him. He's not good.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the ability to extend the play. I mean, that is a huge part of the game. If you're not going to be a quarterback that can extend the play, then you have to be like Manning and Brady and know exactly where you're going with the football, and the ball needs to be, the decisions need to be way quicker. And if you're not, if you don't have the IQ of those guys, then you got to be able to run around a little bit. You can't just be a statue, and I just don't.
That's just bad.
Yeah, I think they're going to move off of him.
I think like Devonte Adams said this a couple weeks ago. He's like, if you're just going to throw to me when I'm in single coverage, like, then when are you ever going to throw to me? You know what I mean? Like, Devonte Adams is the guy who gets double team, triple team. Like, they are planning around Devonte Adams, but he's just a different player. He's a different wide receiver. He's not he's not a rando. He's not a wide receiver 2. He is a top 10 wide receiver 1 talent. And you just got to throw it to him, man, because he's going to get those balls if they're 50-50.
Yeah. And do you like these uniforms that they're rocking with?
I like the colors. I don't necessarily like the graphics on. I don't know. I'm just not totally a fan.
Ooh, Reynolds takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So maybe Gibbs will come in the game now because he's tired. That's what they did for Gibbs when he made it down there.
That's true. Steve said he reminds me of Brock Osweiler. Kyle, you're very familiar with Osweiler.
I'm very familiar with Brock Osweiler. God.
Do you think Jimmy G's like Brock Osweiler?
Honestly, though, we wouldn't have won Super Bowl 50 without Brock Osweiler.
Really?
Yeah. Manning ended up like having injuries and then being like benched.
Oh, wow.
And he came in and led us to wins over the undefeated Patriots at home.
Here we go. Going to hand it off here. Lions in the end zone is
flags down.
There's a flag. Oh, he's celebrating.
It's coming back.
Celebrating a little too early.
It's coming back.
Goff not happy. Holding.
Good.
That's good.
Dan Skipper. That sounds like another way to say damn straight.
Damn Skippy.
Dan Skipper.
I can't believe I'm going to lose by half a point.
Same here. I'm going to lose by half a point as well.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Is that Reynolds is off the field.
Yeah.
Gibbs. Yes.
First and goal for Gibbs. Here we go. They're going to be at their own 14-yard line. Goff with some motion, hands it off. Gibbs up the middle, about 2 yards.
Jeez.
There's a large man.
Yeah. Hank
Fraley, offensive line coach. Oh, yeah. He looks like a guy who'd be coaching the offensive line.
Yeah.
We don't body shame, but we just point out facts.
Big dude.
He's a big guy.
Come on, Gibbs. Pitch it to him. Pitch it. Get him in space. Or give it to Sam Laporta. Since this isn't going to probably work out for me anyway because Josh Jacobs. Well, maybe if he can score and Josh Jacobs gets some dump-off passes, when they're trying to.
Something.
All right, here we go. 2nd and goal. Can this go to
Gibbs still in there?
Yeah.
Okay. There he is in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to hand it off to Gibbs. Gibbs up the middle.
Why do they keep going up the middle?
Yeah, about another 2 yards, 3 yards there.
Honestly, the field goal versus the touchdown makes kind of a big, huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2-possession game versus a 3-possession game. And McDaniels will call a timeout here and
doing anything he can to look like he's a competent coach.
Yeah. At least he's not taking knees.
Oh, God. I cannot wait for the episode later after the stream. Oh, God. Army National Guard game recap. Bill said, body shaming. Did either of you hear about the New York radio guys dumping on Thibodeau and his body type? It was crazy. I did not. I did not hear about that, no.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, they're athletes. Here we go.
Oh my God, that was my fucking fantasy win.
Oh, Laporta dropped it. Oh no. Even Dan Campbell's like, what the fuck, dude?
That's it. I lost because of that. Are you kidding me? I hate fantasy football.
Christ.
Wait, Devonte Adams could still get a catch.
There's still 5 minutes left. Yeah, so there's still plenty of time for both of us to get a win here. Oh, shit. Riley Patterson coming out for the field goal. Going to be 29-14 if he makes it. Snap.
Oh, my God, he missed it.
Wow.
He fucking missed it.
26 yards? What?
It's a 2-score game with 5 minutes. We got a ball game.
That's true.
We got a ball game.
NFL scripted. NFL rigged. NFL rigged.
Is it?
Look at the way his did you see the way his holder was looking at him? He was like this. He's like,
oh, Dan Campbell's pissed.
Yeah.
He's mad at Laporta. He's mad at the kicker. I'm mad that he kept. What's wrong with? I don't know what that was, but dude, I'm also mad about the fact that they kept running the football up the middle. It's like Gibbs has been doing his best work getting around the edges. Pitch him the ball. I mean, it's not like, you're 10 yards away. You're not going to just run up the middle.
Yeah. Here we go, Jimmy G in the shotgun.
Overtime.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Motions. Fakes a handoff. And it's going to be a... Fumble!
But is it a catch?
Is it a catch? God damn it. It's a catch.
It's a reception?
Yeah.
And a fumble. What happens?
10 yards.
Check your fantasy. What just happened?
I'm losing. I'm still losing. I'm losing by 3 now. Why is it that happened? Why is it that happened the way it did? Here we go. 1st and 10. After that, and miscatch by Josh Jacobs there. Jingleheimer Schmidt. God damn it, Jacobs. Oh, I think they called it a completed pass. I think they said he was down, and they called a quick play, so there was no sort of challenge on that. So they're gonna give him the catch, and yeah. 2nd and 10 here for Jimmy G and the Raiders. He is in the shotgun. Jacobs to his left. Takes the snap. Going to pass. Looking to pass. Going deep. Devonte. Oh, no. Wide open. And he just missed him. What the fuck? That is just a bad throw. Oh my God. Jimmy G is no longer porn star Jimmy. He is washed up Jimmy. And he's just going to take another sack here. Wow. What a turn of events there. Yeah. That was disgusting. Jimmy G overthrows Devonte Adams after he did a great double move. Then he gets sacked on the next play, bumped into his own lineman. This Raiders team is not good. They're looking at a 4th and 17 here. Jimmy G in the shotgun. 2 receivers either side of him. Josh Jacobs to his left takes the snap. Looking to pass, moving left. Quick one to Josh Jacobs. Nope. There's somebody else over the middle. And it's going to be completed, but they're going to be 7 yards short. 1st and 10 Lions. Wow. Devonte Adams frustrated on the sidelines. They have to trade him. They have got to trade him. Like, he wants to be out of Las Vegas so bad right now. He is done with Vegas. Jimmy G's like, wow, I just missed a golden opportunity for a touchdown there. 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 39-yard line, 44-yard line, sorry. You give it to, looks like Reynolds there off to the left side. Kyle is speechless. He's dead inside. He's dead. Kyle is dead. Kyle is a dead human being trying to figure out how to get his mic and everything set up here. Oh my God. Lions have a bye coming up, and if they can go into the bye with a win, go into the next week with 6-2 record. Great job. Great job by the Lions here. They're just going to run it up the middle, up the left side, get about 4 yards, going to be a 3rd and 3. Steve said he signed the contract. Fuck him. That's what he gets for chasing the money and not the ring. Yeah, man, I got to agree. You know, sometimes the money is nice, and you go to a sweet place like Vegas and such, and, you know, that's kind of what you ask for in terms of like what the contract is that you sign. And then, but this is what happens. You get frustrated. In the middle of the season like this. Trade deadline is tomorrow. He's going to request a trade probably, but are they going to give it to him? You know, what else is going to happen here? So, man, Kyle, like, we were just surprised by what happened. And could you just imagine being Devonte Adams right now? Like, you went from playing with Aaron Rodgers, chasing possible championships, to being on the Raiders with Jimmy G as your quarterback. You had Derek Carr last year, and I don't really know if this is whether it's this is definitely not a improvement. It's more of like a lateral movement, I guess. You moved from Derek Carr to just an older Derek Carr in a sense. And Jimmy G, I don't know, man. That was rough. Let's see if Kyle's back. Kyle, are you back? No, he still needs some time here to figure out his setup. That's how mad Kyle got, is that he cannot believe how bad that was. Oh, God. I don't know what you do, man. If you're the Raiders, if you're Devonte Adams, like, I don't know what you do. I mean, he's still very good, but will they take his contract? Who knows? I don't even know what kind of contract he has, but I assume it's a big one. Here's Kyle. Let's see. Kyle, are you good to come back in? You figured it out? Okay, we're going to wait a little bit more for Kyle to come back. But, yeah, that was insane. All right, Kyle's back. Kyle, are we good?
We're good.
Okay. Kyle, what was you were speechless there too, but like, what the fuck was that? That just missed throw by Jimmy G.
Honestly, he's ass. He's so ass. I don't know. I don't even know. He's just having such a bad day. And it's like there's been opportunities. He's missed Devonte Adams twice. One of them could have been a 99-yard touchdown. Yeah. And that one would have been another 60-yard touchdown, potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just shit in the bed. There's really no way to say it.
Yeah, and the last couple of weeks they've been without him. You know, Aiden O'Connell, Brian Hoyer. You know, a lot of those. I feel like a lot of people thought, man, if Jimmy G was in this game, if he was healthy, this would be different. But they're going up against a good Lions defense. So I don't know exactly what would have happened if he was healthy these last couple of weeks, but I don't think he makes really that much of a difference for a win or lose.
Yeah. No, I mean, you might as well just roll with Aiden O'Connell and at least see what you have there. I mean, if he's going to play like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah,
Man,
that was bad.
The only thing that sucks is that there's no more football until Thursday now.
We got to end off on this terrible game.
No, the other tight end. Ah.
Not Laporta?
That's game. This is such a stupid loss for me this week.
I know. I feel that.
Dude, it's like, come on.
And you know what? Where I fucked up too? I'm going to tell you guys where I fucked up. One, Jaylen Warren. I left him in instead of Rachaad White. That was a bad move. And Kyle said that. He's like, I don't know if I would have made that move. I was hoping something would happen with Jaylen Warren. So that was 10 points that I missed out on that I would be winning right now. And then Osborne scored 18 and DJ Moore scored 9.5. But am I going to take out KJ Osborne for DJ Moore? No way. It's just, that's just how it happens.
That's just,
you know? Yeah.
You start the right people and, you know, and then.
But the Rachaad White, Jaylen Warren, that was on me. I'll take that. I'm going to take this L. I deserve that.
Man, did you see the Lakers game last night?
No, because we only watch football. No, I'm just kidding. I did not watch it though.
Oh, it was good. It was like right when we started our recap. Mm-hmm. It was like the Lakers were down like 6, and then they ended up making a couple good plays. Like LeBron had a clutch 3. And then he ended up getting a layup and sent it into overtime. And then they ended up losing by like 6 in overtime. But it was
oh, wow. Well, that's game 26-14 Lions. Devonte Adams just running off.
Get me the hell out of here.
He's like, get me out of here. I don't even care. I don't want to say nothing to no one. I don't even want to look at my teammates. I want to get in the shower and go home as soon as possible. The only thing is they have a plane ride as a team back home. So,
Kyle, in the shower tonight.
We're going to do our instant reactions to Monday Night Football here in just a couple minutes. Kyle, I will see you in just a little bit.
Hell yeah.
See ya.